Hello, everybody. Just going to be building something tonight, and I felt like streaming it, so here we are. Just some of my other builds that you guys probably have seen in the short videos. At least a couple buildings anyway. You know, sometimes I get frustrated with life and I just get on Minecraft and I just build stuff. And tonight is one of those nights where I'm just frustrated, so here we are, just gonna build something. I don't know. Don't know exactly what I'm gonna build. A nice little island over here. I'm sure we can build something nice over here. And obviously, once I build this, it's going to be the next short video, probably. My last video was Sim City. It was a giant city, and it only got 500 plus views and like 6 likes. But it's better than nothing. And I was actually disappointed with the likes and the views to that, but sometimes you just don't hit the algorithm. I just... You know, I get so tired of working so hard and getting, you know, nowhere sometimes. That's how I feel. But I just keep pushing on, you know. Geez, I didn't realize this island, there's so many trees. A lot of trees. Okay. Now just these ones over here. I do have a couple mods installed though. Just Axum and Fancy Leaves. The Axum mod is pretty amazing. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Or if you hit shift, pops up a menu and then you see all this weird stuff happening. Pretty neat. But that's how we make the buildings build theirself. Sometimes it can be tricky messing with it, but it's fun. But anyways, I kind of just wanted to do this stream so that way people can kind of see what I have to go through, you know, and what I have to do to get these builds out, and how I record and everything like that. So maybe someone new wants to try this out, and that way they'll have the ability to, you know, build stuff that they might want to build. Okay. Not too terrible. I don't even need to clear all this, to be honest, I don't think. I think we'll do like a little square castle or something, maybe, I don't know. I think that would be pretty fun to do. Everyone likes castles, right? You know, I'd really like to do another dirt castle at some point. Or what about a snow castle? That would be fun. I don't think I've done a snow castle yet. Maybe that's what we'll do over here. Little snowy castle. In the forest biome. Making my hand tired, not gonna lie. Okay. You know, I've been thinking I might start doing these live streams every night when I'm going to do a short video. So that way we can have kind of like a tutorial for the builds, maybe. And then people can be like, oh, okay, so that's how you build it, you know, etc., etc. Let's see. Let's do snow. Hmm. Actually, concrete. Get a bunch of white things out here. We got snow blocks, quartz bricks, white concrete, and then white concrete powder and white wool. We'll see what we can do with these blocks here. Maybe we can use like white and red, possibly. I don't necessarily want to make a Christmas themed castle though, because it's not Christmas time, but I don't know, we'll see. You know, another thing that I could do is I could edit, well actually I could save my stream, you know, I could download my stream and then I can edit it out to where I do start building, and then we can just make a separate video for the builds, kind of like tutorials, and then people can just watch me build it from scratch. I think would be cool. Okay. Let's use slash fill to get the rest of this. All the way to over here. There we go. That's one way to clear some terrain, that's for sure. I got all this junk in my inventory. A little laggy. A little bit laggy, but this is what it is. I can get some grass here and fill this guy in. Alright, that's what I call a little island. Okay. Okay. Good enough. Alright, let's see here. We'll start here. Hello. How you doing, Xavier? Mr. Craft. That's me. I guess. So we got 5. Just building a castle, like a little bit of a snow castle kind of thing. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of my stream, I just been frustrated. So when I'm frustrated, I just try to get on Minecraft and just try to do some building. Okay, that's kind of the dimensions. What if we do a smaller one here? I think that'll be cool. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes it's just part of life, being sad and down. I've been like this for a long time. It just sucks when you're really trying to make it and be a paid YouTuber and you can't get enough. can't get enough watch hours and subscribers. It's really difficult. Just so difficult. But I just keep going, you know. I just keep grinding it out, and I never lose hope. And it's like everyone else that I watch is succeeding and making it. I mean, they're at least making something, some kind of paycheck, you know. But like, I only want to make money so I can buy computer upgrades and stuff. Like, I don't need millions of dollars or lots and lots of money just to go blow. I only need enough money for hardware upgrades, and that's really it. My secondary computer is getting to where it's going to die soon, probably, because it makes a lot of noise. So I am kind of worried about that. I'm having to save some money to get something to replace it. And I've also thought about doing a Minecraft series on the channel. I'm thinking about starting some GregTech New Horizons. It's a really fun mod pack. I'm thinking about giving it a go and seeing if we can get, you know, some more watch hours and some new subscribers to the channel. Well, here's what we've got so far. 4 towers here. More or less 4 white squares. Not too pretty to look at right now, I'll say that. Okay, now the tops of them are all filled in. So, staircases. Probably just quartz stairs. Those will go there, I like that. You know, you really got to be careful when you're building these buildings. Especially towers, because you don't want your tower looking like a penis, you know. I'm not saying that to be perverted, I'm just being truthful about building towers. Because I've had a lot of my towers look like that, and I have to go back and fix it, obviously, so you gotta be very, very careful. I've had some comments too in some of my videos, and I was like, oh boy. Like I said, I'm not worried about making it big. I'm just worried about just making enough money for some hardware upgrades. That's really it. Whoops. I don't know if I've ever tried this like this before. This looks cool though. Definitely looking like a whiteout. Then we'll take wool. We'll kind of fill it in like that. Actually, we'll just fill in the whole thing like that. And then we'll need some walls. We'll probably use diorite. Let's go 4 high. Okay. Um, don't know how this is going to turn out, but hoping it turns out okay. Never tried this like this before. But yeah, that does not look bad. Looks fairly good, actually. Then up here will come with some more staircases, upside downsies. And then here we'll do, whoops, not white concrete powder because that won't stay stable. Do some white concrete up here. And then we'll fill this part in. Then we'll do these outside blocks here. That. So go there. Wow, look how good this turned out. My only issue now is, can I do this again? Can I do this on all four of these is the question. We'll have some little windows there. We'll use regular glass panes for this. Then on this part, yeah, we should be able to get away with that. Little windows, a little tower-ish. We did this. See what this looks like. Yeah, this looks cool. Actually, pretty cool. All right, cool. I like it. So we went slab to the center. Whoops. We went slab up there. And then after we did that, we did a wool fill-in. Like that. Then it was 4 of these on each section. Then we filled it to the top with wool. Like that. Like that. Then top part was filled in. Then we started adding the staircases. And then what did we do next? Started adding that in. Then we took our blocks and we went around this thing, right? We went that. Yeah, that's the look that we got. Then we did 3 high in the middle. with 2 high diorite walls. Then, yeah, there we go. Then we add the windows. Boom and kaboom. Here and here. Like that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do the ones in the front, they're gonna be this height actually. So we're going to slab this off so it looks like that. I think we'll break the one in the center though. That'll give it some more detail, so we'll do that over here as well. That. Then we'll just go up 2. And we'll do our wool thing. Like that. And then fill in the top. And then after that, we will add our upside down staircases. And then we'll do what we did. This. So it'll kind of look like that. That's a little bit tall. We can't really see. Oh well. It'll still look cool, I think. Then on this part, we'll come up 2. We'll do 1 and 2 up there. Looks a little bit weird, but and then we'll have doors going up in here for some odd reason. Not gonna lie, it's pretty hot in my room right now. Okay. And then on this part, upside downs. Then we use the white concrete. Ah, well, it doesn't really matter. Let me get that look. Then 2 here, then 1 wall, and then 2. So it kind of looks like that. And then we gotta make some walls in between these. Let's see. So right there is the center. That'll be the entryway. Okay, let's see. These will have to be solid snow blocks here in order for this to work and look proper. Let's go, yeah, 4 high should be cool. Just gonna kind of be simple like this. I think this will look kind of neat if we just keep it simple. So that'll be the entryway kind of thing. Okay. And then we can do the same thing over here. So we'll have this on all 4 corners, basically. Okay. That. But I messed that up, hold on. Yeah, it should be 6. My fault. There we go. Okay, now we'll take... Let's see. 4 from there. So that lines up with that one. Yep. Okay. Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 9. This will be... have to wait on this part. I don't know how far I can go. Oops. Okay. That. And finally over here. That. That's gonna be That'll be 6. 7, that'll be 8. 9, that'll be 10. Let's try something a little different here. They get these. Whoops. Get this, and then we can really see how much room we're going to have. Okay. You know, actually, we might just leave this. Yeah, actually, what if I have a great idea? I really do. I have a great idea. So instead of making a house in the center of this, we'll do something else. Kind of like, we'll have like leaves or something in the middle. I think that'd be neat. Kind of make it look like a manor or something, like, I don't know exactly. So what if we take some leaves and we just start here? Kind of like that. I'll come over here and do the same thing. This might look pretty cool. Might be a cool design. Never tried something like this before in like a castle interior. Yeah, that looks really cool actually. Looks very cool. Alright, so that's what that looks like now. And then let's find the center, which is right here. What we're going to do here is we're going to put a fountain. So we're going to dig this out. I messed that up. Not even the center, that is. 1, 2, 3, 9. Make sure. Yeah. Yep, that's correct. Okay, so we'll start here. If you're building fountains, you can make up your own pattern. But that's the pattern that we'll go with. So it kind of looks like that. And then what you want to do is you want to tear down the inside of this. Down another layer. Then finally you want to place blocks in here. The corners like that. Then on the bottom, you don't have to, but it makes it look better. Okay. And of course, you're going to replace these ones. Then you'll have something that looks like that. And this part's pretty easy. It'll just come up like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you'll take slabs and put them up here. I'm sorry, not slabs. Stairs. Then you'll take slabs. And then you can kind of do it like this. And then you can take more staircases. Put them like that. How good that looks. Then on this part, I'm going to break some of the slabs so that way the water will flow down through the gaps. And then we'll take walls like that. Got a water bucket. And there you go, a little bit of a fountain. And if you want to, what's happening? Oh, okay, it's placing. It's just being weird. Then you can place it right there. Then you can put a slab there, and slab there. And then you can place more water on each of these slabs if you want to. And look how pretty that is. Little fountain. Not much effort. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think I've changed my mind about this part though. I was gonna have doors, but I don't see the point of having doors there. We'll do windows instead. Make it kind of look cool, you know? Make the structure look like it's always been here. It's always been a part of the world. And this part probably we could just use dark oak probably. Add a little bit of color to it. Contrast, you know. Just simple. Simple things in Minecraft look cool, believe it or not. Even though somebody might look at this build and say, that is not simple. But it really is. It really is. Very simple. For me it is, I guess. I don't know about everyone else. And then to get even more fancier, we can take campfires. All four corners of this guy. Heck yeah, it looks awesome. And yeah, a little snowy castle, guys. And yeah, this will be the next short video. Obviously, I'll do some more decorating to make it look even better. Of course, but pretty happy with it. Turned out really good. Oh, there's sand right here, actually. Nah. Get rid of the sand. I promise there was never sand there. And voila, all done. Just a simple little castle fountain build. I guess we'll just call it castle with fountain. Not too bad. Very pretty. Never really built something like this before, but it turned out good. But then we can take some end rods, kind of decorate a little bit on this. Just kind of give it some more definition. Just stick these little dudes in between all the gaps. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Stick one there on top. Yeah, these will actually go here too. Probably just on the corners. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Definitely well lit up now, isn't it? And on these ones, we'll just fill it in. Fill in the inside with these things. That is a pretty cool tower, not gonna lie. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. Oh yeah, and before I forget, let's go end rods on the walls too. Don't want to forget any details. What can I say? I love building things in Minecraft. It just puts me in a place of building and I don't have to worry about life's problems, you know? I mean, who wants to worry about life's problems when you can play Minecraft and just forget about it, you know? There we go, guys. Looks like I forgot a couple fences, didn't I? Can't have that, can we? Whoopsie. Alright, that is pretty cool. That was a fun build. Not quite done yet, but get this sand out of here. Let me get the sand out of here. And if you guys didn't know, if you right click and left click at the same time, it'll just replace it. Some people don't even know that. It took me a long time to figure that out. I never knew that for the longest time. Yeah, it's turned out pretty good. It's pretty cool. Oh. And there we go. We're done. Castle. Not castle. This is like a tower fountain. Tower fountain base? I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. Tower with fountain? I don't know. Or we could just call it fountain base. That would be cool. So, the editing part. I'll show you guys how to do this. We're going to make this one build itself. So make sure you have Axiom. Axiom mod. What you're going to do, you're going to get yourself a piece of grass. You're going to make sure that you put the grass like right here if there is none. So that one piece of grass is your starting point. I'll show you why. So now that we're on Axiom mod, You're going to go to box select. Then you're going to go to operations and animated build. Then you're going to left click that piece of grass. Then you're going to drag this all the way around the building. Like so. Whoops. You're going to click. Then you can pull it up. That way it looks like that. Then what you can do with Axum is you can hit enter, and now to have it selected. Now these operations that you see, you'll go up here to the top right where it says animated rebuild, and you can pop this out. So you've got default, horizontal sheets, and very random. So if we do very random, and then we click do animated rebuild, this will begin constructing this entire thing. As you can see there. So it started with the water first. That's kind of cool. Probably not the one that I'll use. So this pretty much constructs what you have built piece by piece, or layer by layer, or whatever you want to do. Okay, so it's finished. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do horizontal sheets, and then we're going to hit do animated rebuild. See, horizontal will just build it from top to bottom, basically. But that's no fun. Let's go very random. And we'll do horizontal multiplier, and we'll do some randomized stuff here. Just kind of randomize it up. Then we'll see what this does. That's actually pretty cool. A little bit too fast, though. So let's go back to default. Let's turn the air block delay off and go very random. See what happens here. So it fills in the grass, then it fills in the fountain, then the leaves and everything. Wow, that's pretty wild. Okay. So if we leave it on very random, it'll just do like formations of like a couple blocks at a time. As you can see here, it starts with the fountain. Then it starts working with the leaves and then the grass. Then eventually it all starts coming together. Kind of looks like it's being built by Minecraft itself. Okay, so we're going to hit shift. Now we're going to hit escape. And now the other mod we have is flashback. So what we're going to do is we're going to start recording this. Then we're going to hit shift. Then we're going to hit do animated rebuild. And while it's doing this, flashback is actually recording this. And it's recording it happening. And this is how I make these videos and post them as short videos. So obviously it's going to build the fountain, then the walls and everything, and the leaves and everything. Not a Gigantro build or anything like that. Then you want to wait until the lighting thing completely goes off. Then it'll be at 100%. And then finally you're going to hit shift, then you're going to hit escape, finish, and then we'll call this I don't know. We'll call it Tower Fountain, I guess. We'll save the replay. Then we'll hit escape. We'll save and quit. Then we'll go here. Then we'll actually load it up. Now we're in this view and we can actually kind of move around. This is flashback. We want to go to player list. We want to hide ourselves because obviously we don't want ourselves running around so we can see ourselves. That would be kind of annoying. And since the build is going to kind of start here in the center, we're going to kind of want to be over here. We'll start over here on the corner here. And also you got to change the aspect ratio to shorts. So now we're going to kind of be zooming out a little bit to about right here. So right here. Then we'll add an element of camera. We'll add that there. Then finally we'll come over here in the center. Get like really centered up with this thing here. Then we'll come about right here. We'll add another camera. Then we'll add another element of a time lapse. We'll put a keyframe here. Then finally at the end, another keyframe. Kind of laggy sometimes. Trying to do a lot. And then you'll do 60 seconds. So basically the video will be 60 seconds long. Then if you hit play, this thing will actually give you a preview of what's happening and of what's actually going on. As you can see, the camera will rotate and the build will start taking place and happen. 60 seconds is a little bit too slow, so let's go 35 seconds. That way it kind of speeds it up. And then as you can see, the build takes place and the build happens, and then the build finishes. That's how you make short videos with Axum and Flashback mod together. Then you're just going to export it. And I run 1440 by 2560. And then you're going to save it. So we're going to call it Tower Fountain. Then we hit save. And then as you can see, it'll start rendering and doing what it does. Starts exporting the frames. And this shows it in large view, real time instead of short view. So if you guys, anyone wants to know how to make short videos, this is how you do it. But I will say you should probably get good at building before you try it. And then once that gets finished exporting the frames, you just save it and you're ready to go to your editor and start editing. Then you can just go to exit replay. And then that takes you back to the Minecraft menu basically. And that is pretty much that. Now let's go to my video editor. This is my video editor called whatever, Movavi, that's what I use. So then we'll take, let me close Minecraft. Then we'll take our file. Okay. This is still showing, yeah. We'll take Tower Fountain and we'll throw it in Movavi. And then what we do next is we'll add like music. I usually just use the song Show Me How by Men I Trust because everybody likes that song. The bass line is crazy. I think we'll use Men I Trust, the song Numb this time. That's a good one too. So then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to detach the video audio. So that way the only thing you have is audio. Because obviously you don't want a blank video playing. So then we can open this in a new window. See, now it has actual music playing with it. And then it'll actually start building the building here. Pretty interesting process, I think. But it's fun. It's fun to play around with, put it that way. And then I'll just add, you know, whatever I want to add. Subtitles or whatever I'm trying to do. But most of the time I just do it like this. And then it's done. Obviously you guys can't see the video inside of the thing because it would require me to capture a screen that it's not a capturable screen basically, but that's pretty much what happens basically. Well, I guess I'm done with the stream. I hope this has been helpful for everyone that, you know, wants to make videos and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. I guess I will see you.